Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your first fighter into the ring from Manchester, Liam Fox. And now would you please welcome his opponent from Whisker, Jake Tinklin. Present for Abergavenny Super Lightweight Division. Introducing first in the red ball round black weight, weighing at 143.6 pounds. Tonight he enters the ring for the 11th time from Manchester, Liam Fox. And his opponent in the blue corner with the white and gold, weighing at 144.4 pounds. His record is 9 wins with only 1 defeat from Whisker, Jake Tinklin. Your referee Charles Reese Cutter.
Jake Tinklin in the yellow and white shorts against Liam Fox in the predominantly black shorts.
Tinklin obviously coming out of Market Hall today as the home fighter. He of course fought for the Welsh title recently, his only loss, which is a bit of a shock, wouldn't you agree?
I thought it was going to be a 50-50 to be fair, although it sounded like I'm sitting on the fence, but I thought it was going to be a fairly even contest. I don't think Jake, speaking to him, he's been very frustrated since that fight. I mean, it was a close fight, and I think it was only some small improvements Jake really needs to make to really improve in that performance. But for whatever reason, he hasn't really been able to secure any really big fights since then.
Yeah, I think that he's had a change in circumstance insofar as he's become a father, and you know he's had to work full time rather than dedicate himself fully as a boxer, and obviously that's perhaps had a knock-on effect in relation to his boxing. But I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I had him as the favourite for that fight, and I was quite shocked. Not just at the fact that he lost, but of obviously the manner that he lost in. Jake has got an absolutely fantastic pedigree as an amateur. As a pro, I think he's impressed. I've worked in the corner opposite him when I was in the corner with Fons Alexander, and Fons Alexander said he was incredibly strong and incredibly fit. And as a result, I picked him to, I'm not going to lie, win that Welsh contest.
I was actually talking to Jake earlier this evening, and he was very disappointed the size on this ring. He said he wanted a smaller ring as possible because he wanted a real war tonight, because as I was saying, he's been really frustrated with the way his boxing career has gone since that loss to Lloyd Jermaine.
Yeah, and you know, I saw Lloyd recently, and I wasn't shy of telling him that I wasn't sure that he'd win that fight. And, you know, I can justify it. I mean, ultimately, Lloyd Jermaine, didn't have many fights as an amateur, whereas Tinklin's amateur career was stellar in comparison. But you know, you can see his pedigree here today. He's working behind a lovely left jab against Fox, and you know, Fox is closing the distance and trying to nullify his power, because he's quite powerful as well, and he's quite explosive when he does put his combinations together, as we can see from the 3-4 punch combination he put together there.
Oh, nice right hand.
Absolutely fantastic right hand. He just touched with the jab, found his distance, and then came over the top of the right hand, and I think Fox felt that one, don't you think?
Yeah, Fox, I mean, you'd cure the shot land, and another one there as Fox moves onto the ropes.
Yeah, he took the sting out of it a little bit, but Tinklin look at his score as Fox tries to smother his work. 2 right uppercuts on the inside, found their mark as well, pushes him to the ropes, and Tinklin's working to the body.
He's grabbing hold. I mean, he's only had 10 fights, and he's lost all of those, Liam Fox from Manchester, but he's never been stopped, so if Tinklin was able to force a stoppage here, it would be a massive statement. Yeah, definitely looking to make an impression. He's working body and head, and you know, keeping that nice high tight guard, and working with explosive combinations. It's a really good opening round for Tinklin. Runs a right hook and uppercut. Really nice good opening round. Jake Tinklin, trained by former world champion Gavin Rees, who seemed to be indicating to his man to use the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was telling him to work, not do things in straight lines, perhaps. Looking at his gesticulating, you know, what a fantastic plethora of riches he's got in his corner. I mean, you know, obviously he's got Gavin Rees, former world champion, and of course he's got Turley in his corner as well. And if obviously knowledge comes by the pound, then he's rich in knowledge indeed.
Liam Fox just landed a good left hook in that exchange.
Nice right hand to the body from Tinklin. Another right hand to the body. Another right hand. He's you can see that there's an opening there. Left hook to finish as he comes away with his chin a little bit high. Fox looking to throw that looping left hook and just hold to take the pressure off a little bit.
Tinklin is putting venom in these shots. Snapped the head back of Fox with that jab moments ago, and the good right hand as well.
Yeah, it looks a completely different fighter to the fighter that fought Lloyd Jermaine. I mean, you know,
the fight with Jermaine, it just seemed like he seemed reluctant to throw aggressive shots in that fight for whatever reason.
I will say this though, I mean, Lloyd Jermaine really surprised me in respect of his footwork and how well he controlled the pocket, getting in and out. And I think that definitely frustrated Tinklin on the night and made it very difficult for him. Let's not take anything away from him, because it was a fantastic performance.
And Liam Fox in his corner, he's got former pro Kieran Farrell. Nice body absolutely. Shots again from Tinklin.
Again, a plethora of experience from Kieran Farrell, and you know, established himself as a great trainer now, and further to that as well, you know, he's just closed his gym, I think, and I think he's moving to Essex, become head trainer of a gym there. I think I saw that recently on Twitter, that he'd closed his gym,
nice
which has been a bit of a dream.
Do you think though, Rich, that Tinklin, he's tall, he's got long limbs, but he fights at close, and also Mexican type of style?
He does like to come forward, he does like to engage at close range, and he could obviously keep things long. I
know at this level he's going to get away with it. That's a good left hook, but maybe as he steps up in class again, his fight at a long range possibly will win him the fights and the title fights. He no doubt wants to win further down the line.
There's not many lads at this weight who can make this weight quite comfortably like he does, and be so tall and rangy. It's lovely to have that in your arsenal. He's absolutely sticking the jab there, and after 2 very solid jabs, he throws a left-right combination which find their mark, and you can tell there's an incredible amount of venom in those shots.
Yeah, looking really impressive as this round comes to its conclusion. Another excellent round for Jake Tinklin. Liam Fox a little late off his stool for the start of this round. Joining him on commentary now is KO Cymru's Dewi Powell. Dewi, could Jake Tinklin be doing anything different here in this contest?
I've been quite impressed with his aggression. I think we were all a bit concerned when he was pretty passive a year ago in his Welsh title defeat to Lloyd Jermaine. but he snapped that jab out today. He's bounced on his feet, and he's, you know, throwing some eye-catching uppercuts from range as well. So I've been pretty impressed with his aggression. Let's be honest, you know, Liam Fox has got 10 losses from 10 fights, and I think he's yet to win a round. So Jake should be dominating the action in the way that he is. You know, maybe a bit more dynamic with what he's doing, because he is throwing good body shots, he's throwing good head shots, but he's not really throwing good body shots and then good head shots. Like they seem to be in isolation so far. He seems to either throw to the head or to the body. If he could mix levels, change that up, give Fox something to think about. But in fairness to Fox, he's doing a good job of sort of spoiling the action when he takes a couple. He's not a stationary target, so you know he's making Tinklin work hard to find the target, I think.
Matthew Turley in the corner of Jake Tinklin was just indicating for his man to throw the uppercut. He's used the jab really well in this round, Tinklin.
Really snapped it. I tell you what, Kieran, though, that his sort of style has reminded me a little bit of Tony Pace in this fight. It's a little bit unorthodox, but they make it work for them. Not Tony Pace, sorry, Tony Dixon.
I was just thinking a blast from the past, Tony Pace.
Yeah. But it's a similar sort of style and stance, how he bounces into range, heavy on that jab.
I mean, do you think he should be fighting more at range for a man of his stature?
Yeah, but I think we've seen enough of him now.
And actually, just sorry to interrupt you, just as I say that, he's actually starting to box more at range.
Yeah, certainly. But I think we've seen enough of him now to know, whilst he probably has the physical attributes for it, I think he likes to fight a bit too much.
It's almost a little bit like Nathan Cleverly.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Gavin Gwyn's another one. You see these boxers with these long arms. They're tall as well, but the natural instinct is to fight up close.
Jake Tinklin, I think he just enjoys fighting. Is the bottom line. Comes from a fighting family. And there's that uppercut that Matthew Turley was calling for. The referee for this contest, Rhys Carter from the Gen, who will be scoring the contest as well. Should it go the distance? Last few moments of the round. Another dominant round for Jake Tinklin.
Yeah, this will be 3 from 3, I think.
A touch of gloves and a little smile from Jake Tinklin as he goes back down to action.
Yeah, you could see that Fox towards the end of that round there was, as opposed to engaging and holding, he tried to get on his bike a little bit because, of course, Tinklin has worked him out a little bit insofar as he's found his distance and he's tagging him quite often now. And on the inside, Tinklin's making things very, very difficult for him. So he was on his bike, he tried to keep it long, a couple of jabs just to try to keep Tinklin away at the end. But, he's making a very, very difficult night for Fox. Certainly he's earning his money tonight.
Fox has never boxed beyond 4 rounds. This is another 4-round contest tonight. I think possibly if the fight was to go much longer. I mean, Tinklin's looks like a type of fighter who just wears guys down. Just his attrition and his fitness. And he probably punches harder than his record suggests as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. I think he's got to just use that jab as a rangefinder now. And perhaps not fall in so much, perhaps not overcommit when he throws those shots. Lovely right hook to the body there, but just use it now. Just touch with the jab, but and then let those right hands go. He's not going to the body so much as he did earlier on in the contest.
One thing about Tinklin as well, I mean, and it's obviously about levels. I mean, Liam Fox is not a particularly good boxer, let's be honest. But he always seems to be in punching position. He lands shots that maybe you don't expect him to land.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And Fox is just using his left hand as a rangefinder there, trying to make sure that Tinklin doesn't get too close, and then of course closing the distance. Bit of a clash of heads there, which Fox didn't come out of too favourably.
There's
nice uppercut. Yep, there it is.
That's the shot that Tinklin's
lovely left hook on the inside from
for.
Tinklin. I think he definitely felt that left hook on the inside there. What do you think, Kieran?
Yeah, Fox is stumbling around a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, I think if this is a 6-round contest, there would be the possibility of Jake getting him out of there, especially if he keeps ripping those uppercuts on the inside like he did there. He's working Fox up a little bit now, moving him round, pulling him onto the punches a little bit. But I mean, I just like to see him trying to set up these punches a little bit more.
And let's give a little bit of credit to Liam Fox from Manchester, very tough man. Taking some big shots from Tinklin in this contest, but he's still in there.
Absolutely, yeah, and he took another uppercut there, just coming over the front foot a little bit far. Tinklin recognised that, and of course threw that uppercut, ripped it through the middle, and was successful again. Fox having a little go here, pushing Tinklin back to the ropes. Couple of punches, they share punches to the back of the head, then that's the end of the contest, and surely Tinklin's won every round.
Ladies and gentlemen, for rounds of action, we go to the referee scorecard. Who's come to has it 40 to 36.